All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my IDE and create a new project, and I'm going to call this Simple DL. And it's a terrible name, and hopefully by the time we're done this project, I will have thought up a better name for it. But this is going to be our actual extension. Let me go ahead and open the project sidebar. I think I need to increase the font size in this because I've been working on my other machine and I just started using this one again recently for other reasons, so I'm probably going to have to configure that. But the first thing we're going to do, and this is the most important part of Chrome extension, is we need a manifest file that tells Chrome everything about our extension. So right click here and create a new file, and it's going to be called manifest.json. And then in here, I do need to increase the font size. Let me go ahead and try and figure this out again. Edit, WebStorm preferences, and then editor, general, no, colors and fonts. There we go. So I'm going to create a new scheme called big. And the font size is going to be 18. I think that's good. If you guys can't see this, actually just let me make it a little bigger just to make sure. Let's apply. There we go. So this is our manifest file, and the manifest file again tells Chrome everything it needs to know about the extension. So you go ahead and open up the curly braces like this, and now we're going to start providing information about our extension. So the name is going to be Simple YouTube Downloader. And I can't recall if we've talked about JSON, so I'm going to take a little bit of time right here to just explain the structure. And JSON, it's an acronym. It stands for JavaScript Object Notation, and it's the same as writing objects in JavaScript. It just somehow became its own format. So essentially, if you take JavaScript and take away all other functionality other than creating inline objects, that's what JSON is. And as you know, if you plan to do this professionally, as you move through your career, you're going to develop a liking for this. If you haven't already, it's simple, it's beautiful, it does its job. So after we add the name property, we now need to give it a description. So description is going to say, download YouTube videos simpler than before. Sure, that sounds right. And then the version string, we need to supply a version. So generally when I start developing something, I'll set it to 0.1. And then as you update it and make changes, you need to increase the version number. And I'm also going to show you guys how to actually get this into the web store so that other people can download it as well. Now, author, I'm going to set this to my name. And this is essentially done except for one thing. The manifest version needs to be set. So if I open up this page here, Chrome extension manifest. Let's look at an example and one sec. So these are all the parameters that we can add, and we're going to be adding a lot later on because we're going to need to load JavaScript here in this page action or browser action, one of them. But before we do any of that, this is absolutely essential. And I guess it's because Chrome used to use a different structure for their manifest file, and they've changed it. So in order for it to be able to even read ours, we need to set manifest version to 2. And that's always going to be the same until they change it. Manifest version 2. Now I'm going to save this, and I'm going to jump over to Chrome, and we're going to get this loaded into our browser. So go to Chrome://extensions. Now before you can load your extension into Chrome, you might be looking at this right now and thinking, okay, what do I click? Well, you need to enable developer mode. So click this checkbox near the top. Now you can load an unpacked extension, and then you can also pack the extension into a CRX file, which is it's like an archive with a CRX extension that other people, if you wanted to send it to friends or something and not have it in the web store, they can just install it from that CRX file. So let's go ahead and load unpacked extension. And now I need to go to WebStorm projects and SimpleDL, and I'm going to select it here. And as you can see, all of our data has been added here, and it can read, the version string, the name, and the description, as well as, files included and what should auto load and stuff. And that's something we haven't done yet. So what we're going to need to do in the next video is we're going to need to create a JavaScript file that's going to actually perform actions on the page load. So again, we're going to get to that in the next video.